Welcome back. It is 6:45. You may never imagine that criminals could convince your child to send a nude picture and then blackmail them for money.
But our 13 Investigates team found out it happens here in Indiana actually a lot, especially to boys. That's why we hope that you stop and take a couple of minutes to watch this story.
Our Sierra Putman has some key steps you should talk with your child about to stop abuse and to protect themselves if it happens.
In Indiana and across the country last year, 3,000 kids, mostly boys and young men, were the victims of financial sextortion.
They played on his embarrassment and his shame and really made him feel like he had no other choice.
James Woods died by suicide. He was 17. So too was Jordan DeMay.
In our case, they tried to kill Jordan.
The FBI reports in 2022, more than a dozen boys killed themselves after they were blackmailed. Fortunately, officials don't know of any deaths in Indiana.
At least one victim has attempted suicide.
Which is why groups like Susie's Place are going into schools to teach kids how to protect themselves from sextortion.
Never be too ashamed to talk.
They start the conversation in 6th grade.
Do you think that this only happens to girls? No.
The Indiana Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force reports it receives 43 cyber tips about sextortion each month. In the last couple of years, it's noticed a shift.
We as a society stereotype as girls are the victims, but boys are increasingly becoming victims. And I think boys are more apt to share nude depictions of themselves as opposed to what girls are.
Now, almost all the victims are boys. 13 Investigates learned the cyber criminals frequently pose as girls, and when they get the boy to share a revealing picture, they threaten to share it with family and friends unless the victim pays out.
What would you do in that situation? I would block them. You would block them?
Block immediately. That will stop the criminals from deleting the images and messages and lets you protect key evidence investigators can use to track down the predators. Then tell a parent or trusted adult.
Don't be too ashamed. They're the right people to be vulnerable to.
Support groups and tools like Take It Down can help you move forward. The free service from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children helps remove or stop the online sharing of nude, partially nude, or sexually explicit images of kids. Sierra Putman, 13 Investigates.
So bottom line, talk to your kids about this issue because it is happening and keep the conversation going. Sierra has some specifics about how to do that and links to some of the tools she mentioned in this 13 Investigates section of our website, WTHR.com.